Evansville. Love Glenwood Neighborhood, love what you're doing, and I'm so excited to be part of this. We have a special person here this morning, and she said she had to believe in this to get up this early. So I would like to introduce Ms. Connie Robinson, and she wants to talk. She's just a touch. So.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I wasn't able to be here last week, but I was here the week before. I want to thank everyone for coming out this morning, because very seldom do we get anything free. I want to give Habitat extra to President Obama applause. You know, I really believe in this project. I've been out here 54 years living, and this is really a great project. And I'm glad that everybody's here today to take advantage of it. It's a much needed, and you know, sometimes we're hesitant when people say something is free. There is no catch to this, as you learn. It is actually free. They're giving something back to the community, and something that we work for and we earn. So I'm glad that you're here today. And you know, stay here and participate, and who knows what else we're going to get free. Because we all deserve something free. And if you're like me, you're one paycheck from being broke. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Tommy. And thank you, Habitat for Humanity, for having us. I want to give you guys a round of applause. As Lynn said, my name is John Marron. I'm a program manager with the Indiana Association for Community Economic Development. Now you know why we use the letters, because that's a mouthful. I'm here to talk about the principles of healthy neighborhoods. Comprehensive community development is a process. Last time Andy was here, he talked about the comprehensive community development being three things. The way community development has to happen, if it's going to be successful and over the long term, is it has to be first and foremost resident-led. The experts about this neighborhood are the folks that are sitting in this room right now. You can break them down into four areas. There's civic engagement, there's the social networks, there's the physical infrastructure, and then there's the economic side. And the degree to which those things are working together in a community will help uplift the community. The approach that gets taken in a local community has to be what's right for the local community. You know, and that's where I get to that. You know, no one from Indianapolis can come and tell you what the right thing for Glenwood is. I don't know what the right thing for Glenwood is. You guys know what the right thing for Glenwood is. So you know the ingredients. You know what they are. You know it's leadership, it's vision, it's collaboration, it's services, it's education and culture, it's safety, environment, and housing, it's business diversity, and it's economy. You know what the ingredients are. What's the recipe? Only you know the recipe. The folks in this room, the folks in the neighborhood who aren't in this room. That's why I always say that when you're doing this work, you need to get the biggest tent you can find so you can put everybody in the neighborhood together in one tent. So I call those my 3 I's of public participation. It has to be inclusive, it has to be interactive, it has to be efficient. And the first one I think is pretty easy to get. If you're sitting there and you're saying, this small group of us are going to decide what is great for the community and we're going to go forward, you know, this group of 5 or 10 of us, we're excluding all of the skills and abilities and assets and talents that exist in the neighborhood. So any sort of community process has to be inclusive, it has to be inviting, it has to try to seek to draw folks in. Folks have to feel like they can participate in the process or it's not credible. If you're telling people that your opinion, or that my opinion matters more than your opinion, then you're done before you start. It has to be inclusive. The second part, which is pretty closely tied to inclusive, it has to be interactive. Folks have to feel like they can participate. They have to be given the opportunity to participate. So,
Well, physical part is part of our safety, looking out for each other. you know, we have to look out for our neighbors, we have to look out for each other, and I think that's somewhat become obsolete in the neighborhoods and in the community, because people mind their own business, they don't want to get involved. So we look out for our neighbors, we've been in our neighborhood, as many of you have for many years, so we watch out for each other.
Have a knock on door program where we get people involved versus just putting a newsletter in the door. If they're out, it's a nice day. Say, hey, we have the Glenwood Association, we'd like for you to be a part of it. You know, if you have any questions or concerns, please come to the meeting. For physical, it's to upgrade the rental homes in the area, help people in the community, find out more about your neighbor. Maybe mention when you know about a helpful program that can help someone else other than yourself. Talk to your neighbors and friends and say, hey, you need to get involved because that's why I'm here. Economic, cheaper prices in the grocery store. Maybe put a grocery store over here. That would be
The first thing I wrote for the social was that we would have to encourage our neighbors to join the Glenwood Neighborhood Association. And why? Well, under the next topic, they could learn about.
Get it close. Hold
A little closer? Okay.
There you go.
Okay. If you came to the neighborhood association meetings, you would learn about Habitat, you'd learn about the Glenwood Leadership Academy, you'd learn about the social services like health and protective services like the police and fire department, you'd learn about the Caldwell YMCA, you learn about the Youth Litter Patrol, which we're going to have a cleanup on April the 16th. You learn about the Glenwood Initiative. Glenwood Initiative is working on getting a grocery store and a hardware store and different businesses into this neighborhood.
The first thing she said, 7 keys to servant leadership. Number 1, do no harm. Well, I think we all know that. But I will tell you, sometimes I do harm. I do harm because I get negative, or I talk about, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do harm. Or I want to make a very quick decision, and that decision may do somebody else harm. Number 2, and I think John really alluded to this, have faith in people. Sometimes we get in the midst of things, and we've seen some folks do some things that we wish they would do anything differently, right? And we forget to have faith in people. Really can change, they can improve. They've shown a better way they can make good decisions, even if they haven't in the past. The other thing is allowing other people to do. We do not have to do all this alone. Or just ourselves. We have faith in people. This one is my favorite. Move from leader as hero, to leader as host, or hostess. So our job is not to be the big shining star, super cool person, hero. And I'm going to say to you that my job is to make sure that anybody who wants to make this meeting because they are walk away with my phone. Number 4, stop trying to control events. Please, are you kidding me? All right, come on, all of us who are mothers, how are we going to stop trying to control our children? Dads, parents, uncles, aunts, neighbors, all right. Somewhere in allowing people to discover their own journey, there's a great deal of faith in people, trust, and you know what happens? They get enough confidence to believe that they can lead too. Right? A little bit like passing the time and letting people do. Number 5, lead the conversation. So it means that rather than talking to folks, we're trying to facilitate the conversation rather than direct. All right? Because if people feel part of it, yes, if people feel part of it, then they're going to be more likely to be engaged and all that kind of thing. Okay? Speak your own experience and listen to the experience of others. 7, restore hope for the future. Restore hope for the future. So when we talk about Glenwood, when we talk about Evansville, when we talk about this region, we talk about the hope that we have. We talk about what is great, what is fabulous and what it's going to be when it gets done.